Leviathan762 checking in. Alright, as you can see, we have a fun stick today. So, go ahead and do a little disclaimer here. I'm not getting paid to do this review, as you guys know. I don't have the subscribers or the views to get paid by Sons of Liberty Gunworks to do this review. This is a rifle I bought my own money earlier this year, and I have put, I want to say, close to 1,000 rounds through it by this point in time. Granted, I work on the road, so I don't have a whole lot of time to really get out and, put it through the paces. But when I do, I get it nice and toasty. All right, so, disclaimer out of the way. This is the Sons of Liberty Gunworks and Veil Solutions Tomahawk rifle. It is a 13.7-inch barrel with a Knox muzzle device. I'm actually quite happy with the Knox muzzle device. This is a sweet shooting AR. It has a mid-length gas system. I have it set up with some Troy flip-up style battle sights. My magnifier's in the way. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Now, for the front sight post, that is a Blitzkrieg Components front sight post. One thing for everyone here to know and keep in mind is those sight posts are meant for fixed sights. So they're a little long if you plan on using them in any type of folding AR style sight. So you're going to have to cut it and clean up the threads a bit. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm still recovering from a little bit of an illness here. Alright, we're going to start off over here at the muzzle and work our way on back. This is the Cloud Defensive standard tape, switch tape, that comes with the Rain 3.0 flashlight. It's an outstanding weapon light, very fucking bright, especially at night. Be careful if in the event you're doing any kind of CQB with this thing, because if you hit yourself in the face with it, in a mirror or anything like that, it's going to take a long time for your eyes to get back and readjusted. The rail wrap itself is G10. It comes from a company called Rail Scales. I think each piece, there's 3 of them here, is $60 a piece. I went with the Dragon Scale because I like a good rough texture. This is one of their polymer hand stops. I like it, personally. I do. Alright, moving on back. You have a big fat Tomahawk right there on the right side of the receiver. I have some K&S anti-walk pins already set in. You have a 50-degree safety selector. Sorry guys, had a bit of a brain fart. Alright, let's flip it back over. Alright, as you're wondering why these boxes are here, Sig Romeo 8T, due to the titanium shroud. I love this thing. The reticle clarity is pristine. It's better than any EOTech I've ever looked at or used. Granted, I've never used one in a official or professional capacity. Just keep that in mind, I'm average Joe. Alright, this is a Blue Force Gear Vickers pattern padded sling. It's nice, it's comfortable. It's a little tight here on the pistol grip. There we go. Just go ahead and get that sucker moved on out of the way. Here we have a BCM pistol grip. Nothing real fancy. These rifles do come standard with a B5 Systems pistol grip. I think it's the P22. It's a bit more straight, and it's hollowed out on the bottom. And there is a cap you can buy for them, but you have to buy that separately. It did come originally with a B5 Systems stock. I went with the Bravo company just because that's my preference. Do as you will with all of that. Alright, sling, it's padded, it's nice, it works. Okay, so, moving back up here, we have my other Troy battle sight, and here. This is pretty new. I got it on sale from Primary Arms. This is the Sig Juliet 5X micro magnifier. It has the power cam fold out of the way system. It works pretty well. I had to use the largest spacer for it in order for it to work. It does come with a bikini style cover straight out of the box. It's not, it's nothing real sexy straight out of the box, but it works. Alright, just go and peel that sucker on off. And, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It does work. It works very well. It's nice and clear, at least at the distances I've had a chance to look at it through. Granted, it has not been much. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to show off my serial numbers. Okay, so next up, I don't know if the red dot will show the reticle or not. You do have a flash kill that comes straight out of the box. Let's go ahead and pop this sucker open. Okay, stuff and things you need to know about. Standard covers, you just slide up and in. They work rather nicely. These are some front side tools I just kind of keep in the box. You have an owner's manual and a pad that usually goes in here. They're sitting off in another drawer somewhere. Glass cleaning cloth. Now let's get to this tool. This little wrench right here. Alright, so the flathead is big enough for these adjustment screws. There's your windage. And right there is your elevation. These are your adjustments for brightness and also your reticle selectors. You have to hold them down for about 3 seconds before it changes. Now let's go over to the opposite side. This here is your battery cap. It can be used in the field if you need to tighten this nut down that holds it all together. I'm sorry, that holds it to your rail. The spec that SIG recommends is 85 inch-pounds. And trust me, this thing's not fucking going anywhere, even if it's lighter than that. It stays great and clear as you, you know, put rounds through it. It is powered by one CR123 battery. And I think it's guaranteed. I think it'll run for about 100,000 hours. I think that's what they had said about it. Let's go ahead and flip this sucker on over. Let's see if I can get you guys a decent view here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so, sorry guys, I only have 2 hands here. Trying to get that thing to stay focused. Alright, so, let's go ahead and turn that down. Let's see if we can get that camera to focus. It doesn't want to focus. Alright, well, with the human eye, it focuses quite nicely. So you have your EOTech style style reticles. This is the dot and the ring. You have the dot ring and some the ranging dots, the 3 that track down below before the main. I'm sorry, underneath the main dot, and then you just have a standard dot. So far, this thing is outstanding. The rifle itself is very, very reliable. I love it. Granted, at this particular point in time, I've just been running XM193 out of it, and it prints it'll put holes on paper, even with the little 55s. I am going to be trying out some 77s as soon as I get them unpacked and situated. Back up here to the light, we have a 100 Concepts flashlight cover, you know, just to prevent you from those white light negligent discharges. The tape is pretty straightforward. You know, my temporary is up front, and then my constant on is in the back. Yeah, because more than likely I'm just going to be running temps than I am constant ons. This does have the pushtail cap, if that matters to you at all. I know some people that are not going to give a damn, and others will probably care. You know, someone's always got something to say about something, right? So yeah, this is the Sons of Liberty Gunworks and Veil Solutions Tomahawk. It's been a great rifle. I'm just going to repackage up this box here. This is the nut that you'd fix to the end of the wrench for tightening purposes, and it does work with any other 3/8 driver. I would definitely recommend you torque these things down to spec, you know, just to make sure they don't run off on you. Anyway, guys, and I do apologize. I'm having to do these reviews from the bed, but it's the only space right now I have in the house to do it. Of course, you know, one of these days I'm going to show you guys out in the woods, you know, as soon as I can. Granted, I'm going to be on the road again. Here it comes soon. Yep. Dead trigger. The trigger in this thing is fantastic, I must say. It is very light. Oh, I shouldn't say it's very light, but it's quite comfortable. It's better than any GI style trigger. All right. Any questions, comments, or anything else, feel free to drop them down there in the comments section. I hope to see you guys down there. Let's talk about it. You guys have a blessed day. Be safe out there, and I appreciate you guys for the views, and we'll talk again here soon. Leviathan out.